You're going to love this next one. For those of us who have suffered from muscle separation post-pregnancy, what are some exercises that we can do to prevent muscle separation, but maybe even bring our bodies back together?
Okay, so firstly, this is a natural process. I'll just explain what it is.
Yes.
If you imagine some bodybuilding bloke and he's got his abs out and you see the six-pack, right? That muscle that you see there is the rectus abdominal muscle.
Right.
And during pregnancy, the body changes, and as the uterus grows big, it stretches the muscles of the tummy. And so this six-pack, which is sitting right there, separates like this. And that can be what women during the pregnancy can experience, a burning sensation as it starts to separate.
Right.
Or as they're kind of setting up, they kind of like this big lump appears at the top there when it's all a bit weak.
Yes.
And it happens about 50% of the time.
Yes.
So it's just a natural process.
Okay.
You're doing nothing wrong if it happens.
All right.
And it's not that easy to stop it from happening. And I think it's like...
So it's not like you can have a six-pack or work on your six-pack prior to having... It can happen to anybody.
But there might be some things you could be doing which might make it worse.
Okay.
Okay, right? So they talk about doing sit-ups...
Right.
...as...
During pregnancy?
During pregnancy as being bad.
Right.
Right? Because if you've got this big lump in the middle and then there's... The rectus muscles,
avoid it?
Yeah. I'm going to try to explain why.
Okay.
Is that, as the muscles here are shortening to try and sit you up, if they've got a big bulge in the middle, they're going to go round the bulge rather than over the top, which makes them separate more.
So is there a way that we should be getting up?
So instead of just going up like this, it'd be better to roll on your side and then come up that way. A little bit more time, actually better for your back, and then you're less likely to put that stress on the abdominal muscles.
So it can vary from like 1 centimetre, half a centimetre to 5 centimetres, whereas what happened to myself. So are there ways that we can mend post-pregnancy?
So firstly, as a general rule, it will just get better with life.
Really?
Right? So you just pick up your kids, go for walks, just do stuff, and it will gradually just come back together. That's a natural process.
Right.
It's a natural process for it to separate. It's a natural process for it to come together. Very rarely is it a really big problem where there's just this floppy abdominal muscle and it's just absolutely no use.
No comment.
Okay. There's floppy abdominal muscles and there's floppy abdominal muscles with really no support where the muscles are so stretched.
Right.
And under those circumstances, there might be a case for having some surgical repair.
Okay, so that's when
we're talking like 1% of people.
So you should probably speak to your doctor if you're concerned about that. Like you're exercising, you're eating right.
Yeah, and post-birth physio classes, swimming, Pilates, which I always refer to as pilates because that's how it's spelled. Those sort of things are good to do.
Okay.
But the majority of the time is just do life and walk, pick up your kids, do your normal activities.
Yeah.
It will just gradually come back together. And so it's natural.
Yes.
It will naturally get better. It naturally happens. It's a process.
So maybe just embrace the separation. It is what it is.
It's part of pregnancy.
Thanks, Dr. Wood. Appreciate that. For great tips like this and more, keep it locked right here at Mums at the Table.